Hey everyone! So this is part 2 to my What's in My Bag video. If you would like to see that, you can click on the link that's down below. And if you would like to know a little peek, this is what my bag looks like. I carry a backpack. It is easier on my shoulders. It keeps them from dislocating as easily from the weight being lopsided. And then it's also better for your back. And then the main reason that I really wanted a backpack was with 2 straps is because then it will hang over the handles of my wheelchair a lot better. And then I can take my bag along with me and Jacob won't have to carry my purse or anything like that. It also has more room for my medical equipment and stuff I need to carry around every day. So in this video, I'm only going to talk about the medical stuff that was in my backpack that I didn't really explain. That way you can have a more in-depth explanation of why it's in there. And I thought I would start with the fun one that everyone's probably like, why in the world is this in her bag? And that is Swamp Man! Swamp Man is Jacob's toy from when he was a little boy. And now I carry it around every single day because, surprisingly, Swamp Man is a really good way to explain Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Because, like, if you look at this, his foot's backwards. Like, his body parts are never facing the right direction. He's, like, super flexible. His arm goes in a circle and out like that. But then, if you pull on his leg, he dislocates and he falls apart, just like we do. And then, all you do is you push the button on his back, and he pops back into kind of sort of place. And it's just a really good visual example of what Ehlers-Danlos syndrome does to our body without us having to physically demonstrate it to someone. And it's a little bit more of a fun demonstration, like if you're having to explain it to a little kid or something. So there's Swamp Man. Just throwing it on the ground. The next thing that I have in my bag is a non-iodized sea salt grinder. I carry this in my bag because I am allergic to iodine. When I have iodine, my tongue swells and I get these bumps and it cracks and it hurts really bad, and sometimes it makes my lips go numb and swell, and it's not good. But most table salts and salt basically everywhere you're going to go is going to have iodine in it. So I bring my own, that way I can ask for no salt and then I can put it on my own food. I also carry the salt around because if you have POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, you are supposed to eat a lot of salt to help keep you from fainting. So I just keep it on hand. If I'm feeling like lightheaded or really dizzy, I just pop open the cap, put a little in my hand, and eat it, and then it usually helps. The next thing that's in my bag is in my wallet, and it is my emergency alert card. I will put a link down in the description bar for you to click on so you can print out your own copy of this, because it's so important for you to have on hand. Especially because medical professionals, most of them, if they say they know about Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, are lying to you. They don't really know much about it. If they even remember it, it's a vague memory of something from medical school, and they only remember that you're flexible. They don't know about the other things like possible aortic dissection or like your organs can rupture and stuff like that. So that's where this card comes in handy. I make every single medical professional read this card before they can touch me, unless they've been my doctor before, and then they're good. But I make them read it, and like this is the front of the card. Yeah, that's right side up. And then this is the back side. And it just has lots of really good information about how it affects us, what they need to do, what precautions they need to take, and things like that. This was produced by the Ehlers-Danlos National Foundation, or EDNF, if you've ever heard of them. I'm sure you can go on their website and find this and print it out, so I will, like I said, put the link down below because I believe with every little being in me, like every little piece of my heart, that this is something you should carry around with you all the time. And I believe in it so much, I have it another place too in my bag. I have it taped to my medical folder. Now you're asking, why do you have a folder in your backpack? Well, that's because my medical history is kind of complex. And if I were to ever be out with, say, Jacob or my grandma, and I passed out, or something happened where I couldn't communicate for myself, I would like them to feel prepared and feel like they had the knowledge they needed at the emergency room to give the doctors and to keep me safe. So I have the card taped to the front, and then on the inside I have my handicap parking pass, which is the best decision I ever made. And then I also keep a list of my current medications. I keep a list of my current medical and food allergies that are severe. And then I keep a list of my diagnoses and my surgeries. And then I have a couple other odds and ends in here that are relevant to the time. Like right now we're looking into neurology stuff and stuff with my eyes, so I have my visual field test results in the folder. But it's a really good thing to keep on hand, and it helps keep you and your family prepared for in case something happens. And then I have my albuterol. I keep my albuterol and my aero chamber, which this goes on your albuterol. It's a spacer. I keep these in my little Ziploc baggie just because I feel like it's more sanitary, because the lid likes to fall off my albuterol a lot and like rolling around down in the bottom of my bag, and then I have to put it in my mouth. That's just gross. And then I have my glasses cleaner and my glasses wipey cloth thing. And I'm sorry that I say so much. It's like I do it and I'm not even thinking. So the last thing that I have to talk to you about is what's inside this bag. And I just gave you a quick little sneak peek in the last video, but inside this makeup bag, I don't keep makeup. I actually keep medicine. And in here, I keep a little pill container. I need to get a smaller one, but I keep a little pill container with 1 day's dose of medicine. So all my daily doses of medicine, I keep in here. That way, in case the car was ever to break down or something and I couldn't get to my medicines, I'd at least have a day of like breathing room before I'd have to worry. And then I have the generic Icy Hot, and I love using this on my joints whenever they're aching, because it kind of confuses the nerves and it just makes you feel so much better. And then I have in this little magnetic metal case, I have some Benadryl and a Tylenol, because I have allergic reactions to things a lot. And then I have earache drops, and I keep these in here because I have lots of issues with my jaw causing dislocations, and then that causes a lot of ear pain. And then also, like, if I'm outside and the wind is blowing, it causes a lot of really bad ear pain too, and I don't know why, but these help a lot, so I keep them in there. And then I have my lorazepam, which I believe is like Ativan is the real name of it. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. So lorazepam, and it is my anxiety emergency medicine. So whenever I'm having a panic attack, I take one of these and it helps me calm down and helps make the pain in my chest go away. I love this medicine, could not do without it. And then I have these two medicines. I have promethazine and ondansetron, and they are both nausea medicines. The promethazine, whatever, don't like it. Waste of time. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make me less nauseous, so it's just in there in case I run out of my good one, which is the ondansetron, also known as Zofran. This is like the magical pill, and I love it. But the only thing that frustrates me is you only get 12 pills in a, like, prescription. Well, when you have migraines and stomach issues and pain that's making you nauseous, you need more than 12 pills. And you also can't refill it like once a month. You have to wait more than that. And it's just, it doesn't seem to make sense to me. But it is by far like one of my favorite medicines ever, and I could not do without this medicine. And then I have my hydrocodone 325s in here. This is for breakthrough pain. I'm already on the 325s during the day. I take 4 pills during the day, but there are times that your joint pain, it gets so severe that you think you're going to have to go into the emergency room because you seriously feel like you got ran over by a train and you are dying. And since I've had the breakthrough pain medicine, I have done so much better, and I've stayed out of the ER a lot more. So could not do without this. And then my very last medicine and last thing to talk about is the migraine emergency medicine that I have, and it's called isomethapapdichloride. Yeah, doctors stare at me funny for that too. It used to be called Midrin, and now they only make the generic, but this is my migraine rescue. So whenever I have a migraine, I take 2 of these and then 1 every hour after that. And it typically helps. Here lately it hasn't been helping because we believe I have a new migraine issue. But before that, I couldn't live without this medicine either. And that is everything in this makeup bag and everything that I was going to break down for you today. So if you have any questions, comments, ideas for videos, anything like that, leave that down in the in the comments below. And what medical things do you keep in your bag? I mean, do you have more than me? Do you have less than me? What are the items? I'd love to know. So leave that down below too. And you can watch my What's in My Bag video, the quick little version of everything that's in it, with the link that I'll leave down in the description box. So if you would like to follow my journey, you can follow me at Love Zebras and Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome on Facebook, or Love Zebras EDS, basically anywhere else, like Instagram, Twitter, things like that. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye. Mwah.